Whether it's blonde Brunson or black Brunson, Derrick Brunson has had a UFC career that a lot of people would dream about. He's been on this roster more than 10 years, and he's been a perennial contender for most of that time.
I can't imagine Derrick Brunson even thought it would be this good, because at times it can be a bit clunky with the striking, and he wants to wrestle, but he has made it work for him. This guy does what he does very well, so even though the strikes may come at odd angles, it allows for him to level change and get to that beautiful double leg. He out-wrestled Yoel Romero when he looked at silver medalist.
Yeah.
On his best night, Derrick Brunson can compete with anyone in the world.
Great athlete, great wrestler out of UNC Pembroke, and by the way, had some cheerleading scholarships as well. So Derrick Brunson, the total package, back on the proven ground tonight. Still undefeated, here is Khamzat Chimaev making the walk tonight as a middleweight. A lot of people think eventually he's going to be a UFC champion, and he's got a big fight in front of him tonight.
I mean, this guy's a monster, you know, from his mindset to the way that he competes. Khamzat Chimaev is one of those guys that passes the eye test. The moment you laid eyes on him, you said, this kid has something special about him. He has great wrestling, he has great striking, he has great cardio. The guy has it all. And I'm so excited to once again watch him compete and sit here in his seat and call his fight.
The work ethic has never been an issue, perhaps the diet at times when it comes to getting down to 170 pounds, but this man is a problem and ready to impose his will here tonight. And now our tale of the tape for this middleweight championship fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Derrick the One Brunson. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, the reigning, defending UFC middleweight champion, Khamzat Chimaev.
The veteran Herbert Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Good.
All right, here we go with the start of the round, and all eyeballs are fixed upon Khamzat Chimaev. More often than not, it's a short night at the office. How will he choose to proceed tonight? Will he go to the hands or will he go to the takedown? Remains to be seen, but clearly he believes he has a favorable matchup in front of him tonight. And he's back up again, so the takedowns have been there, as have the get-ups. Oh, got the hands free and landed out of the clinch position. Now the uppercuts are coming.
He better start moving. He cannot stand here and eat these uppercuts.
Oh, beautifully placed with the left hook counter. Back and forth we go. And just inches away from landing one of those big right hands. Well, that left hand has been there at times, not on that attempt. There's another power takedown there. And now is where things could get really interesting. All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now he's got that arm triangle. Watch him pass to the opposite side. It looks real tight. He'll drop his leg and try to finish his technique.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Chimaev getting work here from the top. Let's see if he goes for a sweep to try to get back to his feet. That punch no good. Nice counter left hook to the head. Lands a right hand out of that exchange. Nice. Nicely done.
Trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing.
Oh, he tags him with the straight hand there. Nice job by Khamzat Chimaev. Oh, beautiful takedown by him there as he lands another one. He's keeping the stat guys busy tonight, huh?
I mean, over and over, takedown attempt after takedown attempt, and the cardio. The cardio to wrestle that much is
gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does. All right, so the storyline in this one has been Khamzat Chimaev, the wrestling and the grappling. A lot of people felt like he could win a fight on the feet tonight, but taking the path of least resistance.
We have seen him win with his striking, but it always looks easier whenever he's taking his opponent down. I mean, think of Kevin Holland, a good fighter himself that Khamzat made look like a novice. When he can use the wrestling, when he's finding success in that realm, he's very difficult to deal with, and one of the best fighters in 2 weight classes in the UFC.
Really hurt him there. I need more of that. I want you to go out at the beginning of this round and
All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. A stunner there with the head strike midway through. Nearly got him out of there for good.
Almost got him out of there. He hurt him badly. He had his opponent hurt real bad. Now his opponent's walking back to his corner. Everybody looks confused. They don't know what they're supposed to do to try to change the way that this fight is going.
Ready.
Round 2 here. All right, so here we go with our next round. In the previous round, he rocked his opponent pretty good. We'll see if he can piggyback on that momentum.
Let's see if he can continue the onslaught. Right? He had his opponent real bad, but he cannot rush. He still has to understand that a live fighter is in front of him. Otherwise, he'll find himself on the wrong side of a knockout.
Ooh, this could be it. That thing is tight.
That arm triangle is deep. Great submission defense on full display by the opponent.
Brunson gets back up. Like DC, perhaps this will be the round in which the wrestler actually goes for a takedown. He's not even feinting shots this far.
It's crazy because the takedown set up the striking. He is limiting himself in his approach because he's not using the skill that he's become known for.
Now some uppercuts.
He better move, John. He cannot.
He's very close to the finish here. Three minutes to go. Back to the single. Chimaev's in half guard now. Print the shirts, ground and pound. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round 2. Much more aggressive than we saw in round 1, and now starting to find himself in the pocket. Oh, he lands a hook. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. And now some distance as they pull apart.
Oh, nice right hand. Oh, he's hurt, he's hurt.
This could be it. Chimaev's now switching his stance. Takedown defense holds up. Chimaev's bleeding from the mouth, Daniel. Looks as though there's a cut on his lip. Thankfully, he's a lot tougher than I am. Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing. Takedown defense is there.
In the tie clinch, look for the knees to start.
Once again, employing the knee. 20 seconds to go, round 2. there by Brunson. Timely defense there. Huge block for him. 2 rounds in the books. All right, so that round is in the books. Chimaev's corner looks a little bit concerned, perhaps because of that cut on the lip that was opened up there in that round. Starting to bleed pretty good. Cutman's got his work to do now. All right, so Jairzinho Rozenstruik versus Alistair Overeem, it is not. But let us look back at some of the replays from that round, because there's a cut on the lip now that he's got to deal with.
Long as I ain't never got to see nothing like that again in my entire life, I'm okay calling fights. And this cut is not that. But it was the perfect shot that landed in the right spot that opened up that cut on the lip.
All right, so we will see if the cut man can do anything about that, and for the fighter, try to raise his guard and be more sound defensively in this next round. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs.
Oh, that hurt. That hurt him bad.
Oh, big left. Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You got to go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back off and take your time. He's right where you're picking. Go and pick the fruits.
And now the fight hits the floor. Oh, hammer fist here by Chimaev.
He passes the half.
All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have 2 hands in or 2 hands out, or guys start to attack triangles.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Khamzat Chimaev. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Well, most fighters can't keep up this type of aggression and pace, but you don't have to worry about this guy. He hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight.
Man, he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start. Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get enough pressure to finish his technique. Oh, right into mount. Yes, smart adjustment, yep. Massive shot from the top.
These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's gonna try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
The ground strikes starting to pile up. Chimaev going to work here from guard and doing a pretty good job, I might add. Brunson's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. Oh, beautiful right hook counter. That's 3 rounds. We're now headed to the championship rounds. All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. All right, let's now look back at some of the action from that round. He went headhunting, landed, nearly got the finish too.
A lot of coaches tell you don't headhunt. In this case, he's been headhunting, and he landed a big enough shot to truly put his opponent on notice.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go, 4th round of a possible 5. And this is the time where fighters are really tested, right? Dig deep, lean on the heart. We'll see who has the upper hand.
You feel pretty good in round two. Oh! Beautiful job getting those hands up.
Chimaev goes in for the takedown now, and he's able to get it. Beautiful transition there after he was getting stunned on the feet. Well, this fight's been pretty crazy thus far. Both guys doling out a lot of damage, and neither seems too bothered by it, but clearly both parties are hurt.
Both guys are hurt. Both guys are fighting beautifully. Both are showing a lot of heart right now in this fight. They're both doing amazing jobs. Let's see who gets the job done at the end of this thing. Now he's got good body position, yup.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Khamzat Chimaev.
Ref won't help you here. Just as the referee will never take a guy out of mount, they will not take a guy off of your back. You have to get him out of this position.
This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes.
Oh, man, the blood is flowing now. I know a lot of you like that, but he has got to figure some things out defensively or this fight's going to end.
He's got to move his head, John. But the problem is, now he's got the blood to deal with. He's got a sharp...
He's having his way with him here. Chimaev's in half guard.
Great job landing from the top position.
Oh, there's another ground strike for good measure.
That was nice.
Oh, we'll see who has the edge here as they get back to their feet after a pretty engaged battle there on the ground.
And both of these guys should feel pretty satisfied because they both had their moments and they both showed true skill on the ground.
All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. Brunson's got a bruise now starting to appear on the right side of his body.
Oh!
20 seconds left. Swing and a miss with that straight left hand. Buzzer sounds for the end of round 4, 20 minutes in the books. All right, there's the end of the round. I'm looking over to my left, UFC President Dana White. I think he's making out the bonus check right now. Incredible back and forth action.
Sign the check, boss. These two young men deserve $50,000. Hell, let's give them each $100,000 for the performance that they just put on in one round. Both were hurt. Both were able to withstand the punishment, and I can't wait until the next round gets started.
Well, I'm not sure the extent to which he has recovered, but we do see the end of the round. DC, talk us through the replay.
Well, he's a tough guy. He's going to make it to the stool. He's going to survive unless you put him completely out of there. Unfortunately, he's in there with a guy that does have that ability.
So here it is, folks, 5th and final round.
He blocked that punch.
Throws a big right hand, but doesn't find its home. Takedown defense holds up.
Oh, big elbow.
Oh! And there it is!
Holy smokes!
I mean, you gotta be kidding me with that knockout. If that is not the #1 play on SportsCenter tonight, I'm not sure what would top it. One of the best knockouts we've seen all year.
In a very long time. I have not seen someone look this good. He promised us something, and he delivered with that beautiful knockout.
Now we go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 43 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by knockout and new champion of the world, Derrick the One Brunson!
Well, we are still digesting this result tonight. I barely got a voice, but we do have a new UFC middleweight champion of the world.
I mean, the roof came off of his place when this guy got